It is almost the new year, so I wanted to make a really quick video just talking about my thoughts about New Year's resolutions. I think that can be really, really helpful, especially when we're talking about our sync licensing careers, maybe some things we want to change, some new things we want to implement. We want to upgrade our approach or our system or our DAW or our plugins or whatever in some meaningful way. I recently did a poll in Sync Academy asking the members if they have any sync licensing resolutions for the new year, and many of them did answer, and I got a lot of interesting responses. Some of them I thought were really strong and likely to succeed, and quite a few of them I thought were pretty weak actually, and were very unlikely to succeed. So it sparked this idea to just put a quick video together to let you guys know what I think makes the difference between those producers that make resolutions or just goals. It doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution, but any sort of goal in the future, particularly with sync licensing, that tend to work out better than others. So I want to just give you 4 quick tips for how to double check and just ensure whatever goals you're setting out for yourself for the new year, you are sort of stacking the odds in your favor and not, working against yourself essentially and setting yourself up to disappoint yourself and not achieve the goals that you set out for the year. Okay. So the first is whatever goal you set for yourself for the new year, it needs to be achievable and realistic. So some producers I saw who have still yet to get accepted by a library are still working on that first step of the process of the game here, are saying that in the new year they'd like to be getting placements already on TV. Now, I'm not saying that's impossible, but we are sort of skipping a big step there, which is creating a high quality licensable album and getting pitched to a library and getting accepted by a library, right? And then starting to build a relationship with them. That obviously needs to happen first before the placements start pouring in. So let's make sure we keep ourselves honest about where we are in the process. Also, some producers right now they're only cranking out 2 tracks a month, and they said for 2022 they want to crank out 10 tracks a month. I'm not saying it's impossible. Again, I do not want to be raining on anybody's productivity parade, but that is definitely setting yourself up for failure to go from 2 to 10 in a month and expect yourself to continuously stay at that 10 tracks a month, especially if you haven't been used to that kind of a lifestyle or that workflow, right? So let's start from where we are. Let's say it's 2 tracks a month. Let's just go to 3, right? Maybe 4. That's as much as we should be pushing it. We should make our goals small and almost so simple to achieve that it's almost impossible to fail at them. Okay, but if you have a really high threshold and you're really thinking like we need to completely crank everything up, go over 100% we've been doing, chances are you just won't get there because you need to slowly ramp yourself up to that point, and you need to start making 3 tracks a month feel normal, and that becomes your baseline, so that in a couple of months you can crank it up to 4, maybe even 5. By the end of the year, you could maybe see yourself getting up to 10 tracks a month, but definitely don't start there. Okay, so just make sure that whatever goal you're setting for yourself, you really can achieve it, and it's so small and it's just a micro step above where you're at that it's almost impossible to fail to not get there. Okay. Your goal needs to be, or whatever you're going to do in the new year, needs to be specific and mapped out. Okay, so I saw some responses of members that were saying, "I want to write more music, write a lot of music." Is that specific? Nope. I don't know how much writing that entails. Is that writing one song a day? Is that writing one song a week? Or what is that? That's not anything really. That's just sort of an idea. But if you said, I want to write 2 songs, produce, mix, and master 2 songs every single week, great. Now you can map that out. You can literally go on a spreadsheet or just on a Word document, put all the weeks of the year and say, all right, here's where I am. I need to get these 2 tracks done. You can literally keep yourself accountable. And every week that you achieve that goal, you can mark a big green check mark through it. So you have this feeling of accomplishment and you're going somewhere. And then you're going to not want to break that line of progress that essentially you're making. So that can certainly be achieved, right? Or let's say you wanted to improve your skills as a producer overall. You might be new to your DAW, you're new to plugins and samples and all that kind of stuff. Well, saying get better at my craft, is that specific? Nope. What the heck does that mean? Do you need to get better at compression? You need to get better at upgrading your sound library. You need to get better at mixing, at mastering, at creating transitional elements within your tracks, at composing. What does that really mean? So If you can get better down into very specific little skills and map them out in terms of, okay, in January, I really got to focus on compression and EQing, because those are the two things that I'm kind of lost on. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm sort of just using presets and I don't really know what these presets are doing. There you go. Now you've basically cleared out all the clutter, all the noise, and you've targeted a very specific skill or specific set of plugins or something that you can really focus on. And then in February, you can move on to something else. So that's what I mean by specific and mapped out. Really, really important is whatever you're trying to do, try to create a system-oriented change rather than a goal-oriented change. So what do I mean by that? So one of the members commented that they wanted a Netflix placement. They wanted it to be a theme placement through Netflix, and then they wanted to somehow get into a library that's connected with Netflix or whatever. So very, very ambitious, nothing wrong with being ambitious, but very specific goals that were all about Netflix, right? And I've heard this from other producers, not about that, but like, some people say, I want a video game placement. I want a BMW car commercial placement. I want my track to be on a major motion picture film. So they have these very, very specific goals. The problem is there's only so many placements for those very particular specific places, right? There's only so many theme songs on Netflix. There's only so many car commercials. There's only so many films that are produced every single year. So if you're measuring your success based on these very small, targeted, pinpointed little goals, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure, because not saying you can't get those things, but are the odds in your favor of getting a specific Netflix placement, for example? Not likely. It can happen. I'm not saying it can't, but there's only a few, and there's many, many producers all going for those small few opportunities. So just chances are, just odds are, not even, regardless of how great you are as a composer, just chances are you probably won't get them. Then do you feel like a failure because you didn't say, well, I didn't get my Netflix placement. I didn't get that car commercial. I didn't get the film placement, right? I must be a failure. Rather than looking at the sync licensing business any specific goals that can set yourself up for those, letdowns, create a system where you are essentially serving the needs of the library partners that you partner with, right? So whether or not you get reality TV show placements, car commercial placements, Netflix placements, trailers, films, documentaries, dramas, crime shows, internet, who cares, right? However, you can apply your skills and talents to serve a marketplace that needs music for all different types of content, you're now no longer judging yourself whether or not you met a specific goal, but now you have a system that is essentially casting a wide net. I've talked about this in previous videos on my channel. You're casting a much wider net to gather and collect a lot more placements and a lot more opportunities and a lot more income, rather than just keeping your eye on a single fish in the sea and going, I got to get that fish. That's the fish I want. That's the fish I want. When you do that, you get tunnel vision and you lose sight of all the opportunities all around you. So I'm basically begging you to zoom out a little bit from those specific goals and look at this as a complete overall industry that you're serving, and that your licensable music can literally serve a lot more than you realize. When I got into this business, I also thought I would just be getting probably a couple of TV shows, probably sports. I think sports and TV shows were really all I thought. No idea until this point I've had tracks in films, in documentaries, in streaming platforms, in you name it, almost everything, podcasts, online outlets. So if I sort of kept my vision very, very small and didn't think about a wider view of what I could be doing, I would be missing out on a lot of potential placements and income. So try not to make that mistake and try to create more of a system rather than a specific goal that you're going for. And last but definitely not least, one of the most important ones is you should be having some rewards built into your system, right? Let's not even call it a goal anymore, but whatever system you're going to implement, how are you rewarding yourself for that? So you want to go from 2 tracks to 4 tracks, okay? Well, how do you reward yourself for achieving, 4 tracks in January? Are you going to treat yourself? Are you going to give yourself a little time off? Are you going to take a little mini vacation? You're going to buy yourself a little cupcake? I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but these are the little things that you do need to build into your system to sort of treat yourself like you were like a rat or a dog in a experiment, trying to train them to have a new behavior. Well, how do you get a dog to continuously do something new for you? Give them a little treat right afterwards. We are not much more sophisticated than dogs and rats. Sorry to burst everybody's bubble there. give yourself a little treat, whatever it is. Is it a nice, delicious smoothie from a coffee shop you love? Is it, watching a movie you like? Is it playing a video game that you can get really hooked on? You only want to keep it for, a certain amount of time throughout your month or whatever. Find the thing that gives you a lot of joy and literally put it right behind these mini goals that you set for yourself on a weekly or monthly basis and treat yourself to it. Give yourself a big pat on the back, talk about it, brag about how you've achieved your goals, and give yourself that treat. Because what happens now as the time goes on is you start associating this system and this new work that you're doing with something very pleasurable. Like your brain starts to mix the two of them and you start looking forward to learning more about your DAW or producing more music or getting into whatever you need to get into to make your tracks more licensable and more ready for this industry. So, nobody else is going to celebrate this stuff more than you are. Hopefully you have people in your life that do support you, but you really are, the CEO of your own career. So you need to make sure that you're taking that responsibility to give yourself some rewards as you achieve little micro goals as you move towards this bigger system that you're implementing. Okay, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I hope this is useful and interesting for you guys, and I wish you all the best for the happy new year, for this next year of amazing productivity and great things coming your guys' way, as long as you can follow these pretty simple guidelines that I set forth for you.